Alright guys, hi! We are here with He Provides Homestead, and I just wanted to talk to you today about something I have tried to do for a long time. And if you are following He Provides Homestead, you're going to know that the weather right now is very complicated and not conducive for planting or our gardening. It flooded over the weekend, so now it's turned cold, so we're not in the garden, we're not planting anything. So I just wanted to bring to you something that I've done inside today. My daughter actually came down and we did this together, so we've created one. It is a growth chart that we've created for our grandchildren. I wanted to be able to do this, so I've thought about it for a long time. So this is the finished product, but we're actually going to make another one and just walk you through all the steps with that, okay? So here we go. So this is the finished product. It is, I used Barnwood. I love Barnwood, but mainly the reason I used this wood is because this is what was available. I didn't have to go search for it or find it. I knew where it was, and I truly do like it. So there's our finished product. I'm going to sit it over here. I've cut them off at the same length, so they are the same height. Here is our fresh new Barnwood. Okay, so we're just going to lay it here. Let me go through and let you know what type of items you're going to need for this project. Stencils, I used 1.5 inch stencils for the numbers here. You're going to need a ruler. So I've got a metal ruler that makes it very easy and quick to be able to measure what we want to measure. A pencil, and then as you can see, these are all my paints. You can get these very inexpensive. You can get these at Walmart, and they are 50 cents a piece. And what I did was I actually bought two that I knew I would need. I didn't have enough brown to make this, so we had to go buy some more brown here. I used melted chocolate. Like I said, they're 50 cents a piece. And then I bought a brand new yellow. Yellow's not a color that I normally use, so I wanted to make sure that I had a yellow for this project. But a lot of the paints that I have, most of the paints that I have, other than the purple and the yellow, I actually mixed up. So I knew what I did have. I had bright colors, and I wanted this to be a fall look. I wanted fall leaves, so I just mixed them up, and my fantastic husband, who's running the camera, helped me and decide what colors we wanted. So that's how we got the colors. So you can choose whatever colors you want, but this is what I like, and this is what was available. I decided I didn't want to spend any more money on it. I actually, when this is done, I'm actually only going to have $1 in both of these boards, because the boards were given to us. They've laid out in the back for probably over a year. I had all the paints already, and I have no idea how long I've had them. So all I bought was the two brand new colors that I needed today. So that's pretty awesome. So what we're going to do is, first things first, is you're just going to take a pencil and you're lightly going to create your tree. And as you can tell with this, the trunk is very easy. I went straight up it, gave it a few bumps. So we're going to start here. I started at the end and just went up it, and you don't have to be perfect. You can put, like I said, put some bumps so it looks like reality. Then when you get to the top, and you need to pick out, to begin with, you need to pick out what side do you want those numbers on. I'm going to choose to put my numbers on this side, so that the tree will be on the opposite side. When you get about 3/4 on the way up, you're going to start making your limbs. And I have to be honest with you guys, I am very crafty, but I'm not so much artsy. So like I said, my daughter did come down and she helped with this one. We actually went on the internet and went to Pinterest, which I love, found templates of the trees that we liked.
You can find us on Pinterest as well.
Yes, you can find us, He Provides Homestead, on Pinterest as well. And so after we found the trees and the leaves that we liked, then we just kind of looked at just off the computer, kind of like decided what we wanted, and then we went from there. So freestyle, you're just going to put a few limbs and then go up it a little bit more and more. And we went all the way up. And you probably can't see this with the camera because it is pencil, and we want it to stay penciled because we don't want, when it's all finished, you don't want to see the pencil marks, you want to see the paint. So it is on there and I can see it as I go. What I did first was I painted the tree and let it dry, so you'll paint it and let it dry, and then I did my numbers. And real quick, just because I'm going to have to turn it off, I'll do all my painting and then I'll come back and show you what we've got done. In order to do the numbers, I measured, I decided I wanted this to begin at 1 feet from the floor. So I'm actually going to go 2 inches up and put my 1, so that it'll actually be 10 inches up because I wanted my 1 on the board. So I just measure it. Oh, backwards. I'm left-handed, so a lot of the things I do is backwards. So right there's going to be in my 1, and I'm going to mark it. And then, in here my stencils, I did get these stencils at Walmart in the craft section. And I have a 1 here somewhere, sorry. Oh, it's here. It's all already with all the red. I'll use this. It's 1. Sorry, guys. Here's what we'll do. We'll just go up further and I'll do what I do have. So there's the 1. And I made a mark right there. So then here's going to be 2. And this time I'll make it with a marker. There's 2, 3.
And she's marking feet, folks.
Yeah, sorry. I'm marking it feet. And you can do the halves too. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do the half of every 6 inches or not. So I haven't done that yet. Okay, with that said, then here is, I'm mixing here. Here's my red paint that the numbers came off of. Like I said, I mixed this up. I used burgundy, but it was bright burgundy. It was actually this, it was chalk paint, and it is a matte chalk, but it is real bright, almost a fuchsia. So then I added brown and a metallic to it so that it looks the colors that I want. So 1, 2, there's 3, and there's my 4. So I put it right smack dab in the middle of that. Use my stencil. You're going to need a very small paintbrush. And stenciled it real good. And as you can tell, it doesn't take more than 30 seconds to do this. And then the secret I've found is lift it straight up and it'll dry. Okay? So, I'm going to start painting, and I'm sure that you don't want to watch me just paint a bunch of brown. So we're going to turn it off there. When I've got the paint and the numbers on, we will come back and I will we'll do the leaves together and then kind of go through a little bit more information, okay? So we'll be right back, guys. Hi guys, we are back, and as you can tell, we have a lot accomplished since we shut it off. One of the things I forgot to tell you is, just because of where this is going in our house, I actually went and put a light beige paint over the whole board before I put the tree on. You can leave the Barnwood, but it was going to be so dark, and I was afraid that I wouldn't like the brown tree with the dark Barnwood, and I really wanted to use the brown for the tree. So here's what we have. Here's what we have. As you can tell, our tree is all, the tree trunk itself is all finished. I've taken that light beige and I have just drawn in the leaves. if you're more artsy than I am, you can totally do it freestyle, but I'm not. So I was afraid that I would just have the paint everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down on the table, and I had to switch sides from the table, if you notice that there's a difference, just because of lighting. So it is almost dusk here. The sun's going down and just the lighting's kind of off. So as we said, I wanted to let you know that for the purple I used a Sharpie because that's what I had. I didn't have any purple. And you could use Sharpies with all of this if you wanted to, but the purple was the only Sharpie that I really liked. After I drew in the leaves, I just went over them and colored them in. And I'll show you with the paint. I mixed up, to get this burgundy, I mixed up a brown metallic and that fuchsia color because it was really fuchsia. And then I'm just going to paint the leaves that I've already got created. And because this Barnwood is so dry, it takes less than 5 minutes for all this paint to dry. You can tell. See how dry it is? It just sucks it all up, which is why I needed more brown paint and had to go back to Walmart. I decided I wanted 5 different colors. In the beginning I was trying to figure out how many leaves. I counted my leaves and I had enough for 5 different colors for 4 each. So I've got a total of 20 on each one, and I just kind of picked and choose on where the colors would go. And then when I was done with one color I just went to the next. And you know, this would be a great rainy day craft. It would also be a great craft to do with the kids because, you know, they could do all of the tree, and kids that are school-age kids could actually do the leaves, especially if you had a Sharpie, and then you could go over it with anything that they had messed up. So if you're like me and you're looking for crafts, I love to do crafts with the grandkids, and I know, you know, children's church crafts, this would be a great craft, even for children's church. If you didn't want to do the chart, do the growth chart, you could actually, it'd be a great way to make a tree for children's church or preschool, wherever you've got a tree, wherever you need a tree. Super easy. You know, you could also make a template with the leaves, which I thought about, but then my daughter was so artistic that she did that one just by freehand, and I don't want to let her show me up, so then I did these. Now, as you can see, I've got 3 done right there. Super easy, and you can tell how long that took to do my 4 burgundy leaves. Not very long at all. So then I'll just go to the next color and start on those. There we go. So that's where we're at. We're going to stop there. I'm going to go ahead and finish out all of the leaves, and we'll come back and let you know what we've done and what our finished product looks like, okay? So we'll see you in just a minute, guys. Hi guys, as you can see, we now have 2 growth charts, and I actually wanted 2 because we have 2 grandchildren, and I wanted, well, we have more than 2, but these are for the grandchildren as they're growing up, and we'll have one for each of the 2 that are little bitty right now. So as you can see, this is the final project, and I think it turned out pretty good. We painted it all, and this is the first one we did, this is the second, and the paint's still wet, so I don't want to touch it. But this, for each one, I probably have less than 20 minutes total in it. Once you get all your paint and supplies together, then it's a breeze, and it goes very quickly. I hope that you like this. If you have any questions or any ideas, the ways that I could have done this, for a better product, then just let me know. If you enjoyed it, then please like, share, and subscribe to He Provides Homestead. And you can visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And with that said, this is all for today, and God bless you.